Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rambunctious couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Yes, we do.
So this is season 8, episode 13 that we're checking out today. And if you want all of our RWBY reactions, we got a playlist for you in the description of this video. And we have early ad-free access on Patreon. Links in the description as well. You can get a month ahead over on Patreon.
Yeah.
Ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay. So satisfying taking them down. I mean, you can still get out of prison and mess some stuff up, but... Should have had 2 versions of this intro. One where Emerald's like this, yeah, hi. And then like once she becomes cool like this, she's just like...
Do you think that shot at the end where it's like her and darkness is setting in is like her turning to a Grim like her mom?
Now?
Oh, that's dark.
We stick to the plan.
Yeah.
How?
That thought just
Without
occurs to me.
the CCT, there's no way we can tell all of Atlas to just step into a bunch of freaky magic
Sam
doors.
grabbing her and making her a Grim.
We use the portals ourselves and spread the word on foot.
Are we positive these things work?
Poor Sean. Oh, at least everyone followed him. Like, you weren't gonna wait for him to come out on the other side and come back and let you know that it's safe?
Okay, we can do this. Nora and I will get people through the gates. Everyone else, keep to your roles. Remember, the evacuation is priority 1, no matter what else happens.
You sure you won't need more help?
Shade is armed to the teeth with huntsmen and huntresses. But we're about to throw a kingdom's worth of negativity on their doorstep. If anyone will need help, it's them.
Such a good kid, Oscar.
Well, what is it?
Looks like a portal, Jim. Yes, and Barry.
Everyone!
Oh! Poor Sean.
I'm, gonna need your attention.
Nice. Yeah. That's cool. Instead of the jets, she still has like the flying capabilities, whatever, but it's just like a green aura. Or green.
Keep moving, come on!
That's it! Ooh, watch your step!
Yeah, do watch your step though. That's a real thing.
Yes.
Figured you wouldn't let us down!
I thought there'd be more people by now. Our
Every time Nora flies like that, I just think of Harry Potter and like, I'm like, she'd be awesome at Quidditch.
She would.
The others. I'm sure
She'd be a beater.
We should end up just outside the city limits of Vacuo. Enough space for refugees, but still within range of communication.
All right, I'll focus on masking emotions for as long as I can. Call for help as soon as we cross.
You've got to be kidding me.
Which way is the city? It has to be here somewhere!
Guys, this sandstorm isn't just killing visibility.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Where are we?
Welcome to Vacuo.
Head down and follow everyone else to the exit.
It's probably gotta be super specific. Where to go? Oh crap! No!
Oh no! There are definitely people who fell off.
Mm-hmm.
Your little friend Oscar was right. But the easy part ends here.
You psycho bitch.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know about that?
Neapolitan, was it? Now isn't the time to hold grudges.
No. She's right to be angry. I know I haven't upheld my end of the bargain. I'm sorry.
So what are you gonna do about
I
it?
will get you Ruby Rose. Today. But to do that, I need to ask the lamp a question.
It's the last question.
Jin,
You have a question for me?
She asked.
I do. What have Ruby and her teammates planned?
Been so worried about keeping the vault closed that I never considered using what's inside.
The Staff of Creation.
Maybe we could use it to save Penny and get everyone at Atlas and Mantle back to safety. After you guys broadcast the evac procedure, you'll walk through the portal at the CCT Center. And when we're done in the vault, we'll take Penny and the staff.
You tore this kingdom apart with nothing but your intellect. How about we finish what you started?
Bloodbath time. Oh
You
God.
have everything you need?
Oh, believe me. This is everything I've ever wanted.
You deserve this, Arthur. We'll be back.
You're live. Everyone can see you. Oh. Citizens of Atlas. Mantle. What we have to tell you is very important. Atlas.
Blood on it
is
that you like
falling.
wiped off on his shirt?
But
Your coat?
I think so.
They're using the staff? Are they crazy? They'll destroy the kingdom!
What do you think a kingdom is? The people? Or just the chunk of land they live on?
Exactly.
Either way, it's over now. Ironwood's down.
Asgard is a people. Yeah, that's bad. Oh no, Marrow! That's why Atlas is falling. What happened to the other one?
I think that one just fell.
No, but like, I mean, the other Aesop, so like, Harry got on there and the
You're
stretch
awake,
dude did,
finally.
but like, what the other guy?
Atlas is falling under your watch. How does it feel, James?
They
betrayed me.
Staff.
That's right. You lose. We both lose. What?
Watts is setting you free. Ugh.
to open mine too, right?
No.
No.
Sure thing.
I don't think you're supposed to laugh at that. I mean, I didn't like Weiss's dad. That was just...
No, I mean, I just can't believe he did that. But at the same time, like, I didn't like him, so I didn't, you know.
At least not without a little help from Jin. I suppose I
mean, that was overkill.
have you to thank for one last lesson. Sometimes, if you want to win, you simply can't do it alone.
No. She's gonna fall.
Nora? Nora, we need you right now.
Penny, anyone that can fly?
Nora! Come on, Nora!
I don't think anyone's coming, babe.
Still like Neapolitan? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking kill her.
Why'd you have to come back? Penny, no! Why didn't you just learn your lesson?
Oh, shit.
Oh, Penny. I did.
Shit.
Vine. Glad someone made it. Watch for a tail. I need
Yeah,
to make
no
sure this
help from
thing's still
you.
armed.
Yeah. You left your other ace out.
I'm no longer certain this is the most logical course of action.
There you go.
Do you really want to do this, Zeki?
Yes.
No, I don't. Harriet, the General is no longer in charge. RWBY and the others have used the staff. Atlas is falling. But its people will be safe. Unless you...
It's the principle, Vine! It's about loyalty!
Oh, God.
Clover understood that! Clover would see this through!
No,
Well, perhaps Clover was wrong too.
Don't you dare! Clover was...
My everything.
He was...
Important to you.
Oh, you loved him. You were in love with him. I still don't care.
Harriet, you are not the only one.
Yes. Yet another psycho bitch. Harriet can die too. I'm fine with that.
Jigsaw!
Looks like you're getting that fight after all.
I repeat, is anybody receiving these messages?
Oh,
Can anyone report status on the evacuation?
That's why they left his weapons just like right outside his cell.
I chased a lot of shadows over the years, always expecting betrayal. But never once did I think it would ever come from you. I know what's best for Alice, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that staff.
And you can die too.
So, consider this my last order. Step aside.
No.
I've never wavered in fighting the enemies of this kingdom. And I won't start now.
Take your single tear and shove it up your ass.
Seriously.
I'm spent.
Where's Penny? Couldn't she deal with the storm?
Wait, Penny should have been here by now. Something's wrong.
Yeah, something is.
What? Why can't I?
Oh dear. Ambrosius.
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side and leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo. One-way ticket to Vacuo.
Oh.
The portal won't let us.
Just let him to slaughter. That was a very suck episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pissed off. I'm so mad.
Yeah, I mean, not like from like you know, like they were like poorly written or anything
No.
like that sort of episode. Just like, you know, just that emotionally draining and just, well, what the fuck? I mean, there's so many people that I hate in this episode that like are winning. It sucks.
Finally, one of them is Neapolitan.
I mean, she's definitely not on my favorite list anymore. I'll say that
Progress.
much. But like, you know, she never intended to do that to Yang.
No,
Only
she
to
just
kill the
intended
Ruby.
to kill
Yeah.
Ruby.
But she's always wanted to kill Ruby. Although like doing it in the back, it's not cool. But also like, I don't know, I hate Cinder more, and I blame Cinder more for all of that than I do for Neapolitan. But I mean, she had a helping hand. She was not innocent.
Yeah, Neapolitan, Cinder, our bloody apple eating tech guy.
Yeah. Watts, I
Harriet.
think. Yeah.
Ooh, really, Harriet.
Somehow Harriet's the like I hate the most
Actually
because
the worst.
Because at no point have I ever liked Harriet. Has she ever been like a character that we've enjoyed? Like Ironwood has. We've liked Ironwood here and there.
Though I hate him now too.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
much.
But like his journey was kind of cool to see him like unravel like that and like go down this villainous path. And then Watts has always been like just kind of like that. Like he's always been a weasel, mustache weasel. So that's again. Cinder, I did like, even though she was a villain. Like I used to like her, and then she like became all whiny and mopey, and then like they gave her a backstory that I understand her more, but it didn't redeem her or anything like that. It didn't make me like sympathize with her. But still, like everyone else in this, who I hate now, at least at one point, I liked them or
there was something enjoyable.
Yeah, there's something enjoyable about them. Like, I mean, Watts even had that one scene where he completely put Cinder in her place like 2 episodes ago. He just owned her. That was enjoyable. Harriet's never had a moment like that. There's never been one moment where I thought Harriet was cool. She had a badass moment, and I was like, oh, that was sweet. Like, only thing I can think of is when her and Ruby were both like flying around and fast, and she's like, oh, like she told Ruby that I think there's more to your semblance than just being like fast. And that's the only like moment I can think of where like maybe she had like, and that's just like insight. It wasn't like, oh, you're awesome because you said that.
Yeah, no, Harriet has always sucked. It's just her level of suckage has increased exponentially. Dramatically, in the context of storytelling, I understand why episodes like this sometimes exist, where the villains are getting everything they want and our heroes are being owned. That doesn't make me like them anymore. Mm-hmm. Knowing why they exist does not make me happy about it, and I'm just very not happy about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, our heroes can't always win. Like, they gotta, overcome adversity, and gotta see them getting beaten down, and then, just when we think it's all over, they pull through. You get that,
I'm worried Yang is dead. I'm worried Marrow is dead.
The one that we liked, didn't like, but the other Aesop that like, I swear she jumped off too. And then, I mean, maybe she got the other ship that was falling over.
No, I think that's,
Robin got that, but.
You mean is there a third?
Yeah, there was Stretch Armstrong, there was Harriet, and then there was a third.
No.
Oh, a third ship. I don't
Yes.
know. I can't remember.
Yeah, because I mean, like, Robin and Crow obviously somehow got hold of a second ship. So.
Yeah. I think there was more than 2 ships. But and Harry just like not caring at all. It's like, oh, at least someone made it. Like,
yeah, that's the thing with the attempt at, I don't know if it's redeeming her, but at least explaining her with the whole Clover thing is like, I don't care, because your inability to care about anybody except Clover either means you never really cared that deeply about Clover because you're incapable of caring about others, or you do care about him, and then by extension you should be able to apply basic humanity to other people, and you're electively choosing not to. Either way, you suck so bad.
Yeah, and I get that like they are more coworkers than friends, like like the RWBY gang, but still, like, I would never treat my coworkers like that either.
Yeah.
I mean, with such callousness. I mean, it's so, yeah.
She's horrible.
As far as Yang, I mean.
And all the other people who fell off.
Yeah, but Yang's like the only person that I know, like by name, that fell off.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the whole don't fall off thing, and now there's a whole bunch of people for whom this has now happened.
Just say, wait, don't fall off. Doesn't mean it's death. You don't know what happens when you fall off. He just said don't do it. It could be like a never-ending, just falling for all of eternity. It makes me think of Loki and Doctor Strange. I have been falling for 30 minutes.
And the way he hits and like bounces up too.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of tough to see a body in an endless pit, but if we haven't seen a body yet for Yang, so I'm gonna hold the faith that she's still alive somehow.
At least now I believe we'll have to find out what happened to the people who fell off because Yang fell off.
Mm-hmm.
Had Yang not fallen, that maybe would never have been answered. But now that one of our heroes has been impacted by it, I think we'll have to find out somehow.
Which you knew it was coming, right? Can't remember what the rule is, but Chekhov's gun, I think, where you can't introduce a gun and not use it.
Yep.
You can't introduce the whole, oh, by the way, don't fall off, without having somebody important fall off and figuring out why it is that you shouldn't fall off. So, I mean, you had to know that it was coming, but even still, it doesn't make it easier when it happened. And I feel horrible about this. I feel absolutely terrible. But I'm just, and not about laughing at
Weiss's dad?
At Weiss's dad.
Getting obliterated?
I don't feel terrible about that at all. No, what I feel terrible about is, so Blake is trying to save Yang, right? And it's a big, like, impactful moment. I'm like, damn it, like, I kind of wish it was Blake instead of Yang. I was like,
oh
That's what I'm saying. It's a terrible feeling. I'm like, but I had this thought of like, damn it, like, I kind of wish it was you because like you haven't really done anything like ever since like Adam died and like your story's kind of been over. So it would have been sad for you to die, but I wouldn't have been like, Yang's been one of my favorite characters. She's fallen she's gone in and out of the top 5. And like, I think other characters have risen. Like Yang like started at the top and Yang was like my favorite character and then slowly dropped because like she kind of just didn't evolve she has evolved. Like her character's grown. She's gone through some character growth, but like her, I guess, I don't know, level of badassery hasn't like shot up as much as like some other characters have, and like maybe have overtaken Yang. But still, like Blake, I think maybe it's been in my top 5 in the earlier seasons, but of the 4 of the main characters, she's probably like the one I have the least amount of attachment to. So I had that thought, and like I felt terrible after having that thought, but I just had to share that thought just because like, yeah, I felt so bad about it.
I was not aware of you having that thought, so when you busted out laughing, I really didn't know where that was going, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, I'm like, oh my God, that is such a horrible thing to think about. But so all I could do is laugh. All I could do is laugh. Just kind of like, I don't know, when Shakshni got blown up. It's like, I saw him bust out the gun. I'm like, I think he's just going to blow up Shakshni right now. And he did. And I couldn't believe it. There have been times where I'm like, oh yeah, because we talked about Ironwood, like you can die now. I'm sure we saw that about Shakshni. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe not because it's Weiss's and Winter's dad, and like, you know, we know that they would feel bad, even though like, you know, there's no love like lost between them, but like even though they might not like totally 100% love their dad, and I mean, this is still their dad, and you know, it would not be easy.
I mean, I didn't like him, but like him being disgraced in jail.
Exactly. That was like
very
good enough.
Fitting.
Yeah,
like,
that was like good enough.
Punishment fit the crime.
Yeah, he didn't necessarily need to die, but I wasn't like obviously super sad that he did.
It was just a thing of like, you're gonna let me out, right?
Yeah.
Turn around. Yeah. Boom. I think the only thing that stopped me from finding it so hilarious was just how much I hate the general, and so like my loathing at him in that moment of him being freed and then finding his weapon and so quickly just assembling it to do murder. Like I was just so furious at his situation that like, and this is going to sound terrible, it was like Shakshni wasn't, like he was just there. Like how it was as impactful as if the general had fired through a wall. Because I'm not attached to Shni. So, like, I was so focused on my rage at the general that, like, his demise was just sort of oh, that's too bad. And
just, like, I have never been a professional jailer. I have not imprisoned anybody. So
in case anybody thought that was a day job.
I'm not coming at this as an expert. But I would think that like jailing 101 would teach you not to leave weapons just like outside the jail. Like especially like big ass powerful weapons that can explode the other jail. And like are this main, you know, are the villain, the criminal that you're putting away, you know, like if their main weapon is like a chainsaw, you're not just going to leave that chainsaw out there. Like, you know,
just like nicely leaning up against the jail door. Like, hey, don't touch that. You can't have it.
Exactly.
But it's here.
Haha, it's out of your grasp. You'll never get this. There's no way you're ever going to get this chainsaw and like use it on me. It's never going to come back and bite me in the ass. Just leaving this chainsaw here for you.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure most jails have like a weapons lockup where like they take the personal effects of people and, you know, they're not just left within arm's reach.
No, everything happened very quickly. So they put Ironwood away. I have to go back to see. Like I know this all happens within like this whole season thing happens within like two days. So everything's happening quickly. Clearly didn't have time, you know, to. It's not like multiple days passed and weeks passed and they just left it there. It was like, you know, 20 minutes or whatever or an hour. They probably thought it was safe, but still. That just like I would still have taken the weapons and
put them someplace far, far away.
And he still would have gotten them. Watts would have found a way to give it to him. And like Ironwood knows the place, so he would have known where they stored the weapons and would have gone there. Like they just were just like, oh, it's just easier. These weapons are here. Fine. The moment with Blake looking at between, you know, Winter and Penny and RWBY and just that fear and panic of where do I go? Who needs me the most? And if I make the wrong decision, is someone else going to die? That was rough.
And RWBY's reaction to Yang going over the edge was so painful to see.
Yeah.
Like the shock, the horror, inability to like really move, process, or know what to do next until Neapolitan is like basically on top of her. And then she's like, you know, there's an instinctual reaction, I think, more so than even a mental processing of like, obviously that's all still happening.
Really hated Cinder this episode. And then Penny going after Cinder, just like a constant worry for Penny as they were fighting. Like, I don't know if you're a fan of sports and you're watching your favorite team or player, and just that like that dread of feeling like they're gonna lose. You want them to win, you're cheering for them, but you're just like, but it just things are not going their way, and I feel like this is gonna go so horribly wrong.
And I feel like that's gonna be the case with Winter. Like
that
she did such a great badass line to the general, and then she's like, but I mean, like, I'm sorry, her swords, while awesome, and I'm very sure she's proficient with them, his weapon is like
a cannon.
That's just it. It's bringing like a switchblade to a fight against a cannon. Like, I mean, that's nothing. And so like she's had this redemption arc of turning against the general, proven herself to be a fabulous, fantastic leader, and done a badass line. And now I feel like this was like her swan song.
I also feel like they gave the tear to the wrong person.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Screw the general and his dinky little tear. Like,
yeah,
I'm supposed to believe like now he's got emotions. No.
Yeah, like oh, I mean, he's so emotionless, but at least it shows you how much he really cares about her. Like, whatever, dude. Felt like she earned it more in that moment than he did, because it would have shown that despite all the horrible things he's done and how it's so obvious that he is on the wrong side and he is the villain now, that despite all that, like, she can't help the fact that this is a man that like was her second father and like raised her and was a mentor, and she, you know, deeply cares for him, but she needs to stop him. She earned that tear. He did not.
No.
So I felt like, you know, in that sense, I would have rather had it like that she had that single tear.
Although it was very effective to put it on him because it made us angry. It made us even angrier at him. Like, I didn't think it was possible to get angry at him, but then he has this one tear and I'm like, what the? Fuck you and your tear. Like, you suck that thing back up in your eyeball. You don't get that.
Yeah, I think it's like, you know, thematically and artistically, it's probably supposed to like represent the last piece of Ironwood's humanity was that single tear, and the last piece of anything that he ever cared about. He is now 100%, I don't know, dick.
Psycho dick.
Yeah.
This episode,
100% psycho dick.
This episode was psycho bitches and psycho dicks. That was the episode.
Yes. Ironwood, now with 100% psycho dick.
I mean, when you put it with his name, it's just, yeah, okay.
It's. I think this is like what happened. Oh no, I don't know. I think that's a little much. But you know, like when they say that sometimes people just like they laugh at funerals
because they're so upset, and uncomfortable. They need to break the tension.
And I think that's what this was. There was so much tension in this episode that we've just been like cracking jokes and laughing about it, because I mean, you just need to, because otherwise we'd just be like crying and bawling tears, like especially with Yang.
Yeah.
Oh man. So next episode though, I bet that's gonna be super happy fun times. I just have a feeling this is gonna end on like the shittiest of notes.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
Anyways, find out right now on Patreon. You can get early ad-free access. Links in the description of this video. And thanks for seeing our reaction for RWBY, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.